Okay, so this is the Goths Get Divorced, and this is the little catch-up episode. This is the first episode I have filmed. I previously was posting this as just like pictures, so this is the first Let's Play that I'm doing, just to catch everyone up. In this save, I divorced Mortimer and Bella Goth, which I was actually really nervous to do because I know they are like the Gomez and Morticia Adams of the Sims world, and they're these like star-crossed lovers. So for some drama, I decided to add in the mix of having them divorce and just kind of seeing what transpires from there. So we, of course, have Bella Goth. In this save file, she is a world-famous actress and very well known in the Sims world. Currently, her and Mortimer are divorced, so she lives in their house in Oasis Springs, while Mortimer has moved to a penthouse apartment in San Muscino with his girlfriend, Dina Caliente, which we will get into. Currently, Bella Goth is also having an affair with Jeffrey Landgrab, and we will get into the Landgrabs separately. We'll kind of go through everyone one by one. So this is our Bella Goth in this save file. Very refined, very polished. We always keep the very iconic red top and black bottoms, or sometimes red top and red bottoms. We also have Cassandra Goth, who lives with Mortimer and Bella part-time. However, since Mortimer and Bella have divorced and Mortimer has moved in his girlfriend Dina Caliente, Cassandra and Mortimer have had more of a strained relationship, and she does not go over to his apartment as often. She prefers to stay at the house that she grew up in. And then, of course, because Bella is a world-famous actress, 9 out of 10 times Bella is not home and she's otherwise occupied. So Cassandra kind of enjoys the solace of having the house to herself. In this save file, she is currently dating Wolfgang Munch as a way to get back at her parents. She is kind of dating the quote-unquote bad boy of the teen Sims. Since I have been playing Cassandra, I've kind of had fun changing up her style a little bit. When I first started this Let's Play, she was much more Bella Goth aesthetic, much more polished, much more like preppy girl almost. She is also a cheerleader as well, so this was similar to her everyday looks in the past. Since dating Wolfgang Munch, her style has changed to more of like a polished skater girl almost, and I really kind of like having that vibe with her. It almost makes me feel a little bit more realistic. We were all teenagers once, trying to fit in and wanting to catch the eye of certain people and kind of changing our style to conform to that. So I really like that I've included this in that gameplay of her kind of transitioning her style since getting with Wolfgang. She's become a little bit more simplistic. And then we, of course, have Alexander Goth, who is the youngest of the Goths. He so far seems to be unaffected by the divorce. He seems to feel equally about both Bella and Mortimer, in that he does love them both very much. And he is just kind of trying to go along with everything. He has never seen his parents fight, so he does not hold resentment towards either parent. But this is his everyday look. EA did him dirty. We're gonna be so honest. EA did this poor child so dirty with his genetics. We all know what he looks like when he ages up. So he is forever just gonna stay a child, maybe, depending on how long this Let's Play goes. But this is the Goths. And here we have Mortimer Goth, who lives in a penthouse apartment since divorcing Bella. In this save file, he is a Sim famous lawyer. Think along the lines of like Robert Kardashian. He's very well known, especially since being married to Bella, his firm kind of took off from piggybacking off of her fame. Not that it was intentional, that just happened through their marriage. And he is currently with Dina Caliente, and they met at the karaoke bar in San Muscino shortly after Mortimer had moved into his apartment he met at a bar, and they started chit-chatting, and their romance kind of took off from there. Unbeknownst to anybody yet, they are actually engaged. I have not yet announced that as part of the storyline yet, and it was something that was planned later, but it was not planned now, so I am trying to incorporate that into my current storyline, but we very much have, like, original Dina Caliente gold-digging vibes. That is just what her Sims lore is from, like, the very beginning for anyone who isn't familiar. So I wanted to keep that true to her character in this particular save file. That doesn't necessarily mean that she is going to be represented as a villain or malicious or anything like that. I do just want that as part of her character for the gameplay. She also has her Pomeranian named Dulce, which I thought was kind of cute. She actually has an everyday outfit that I just feel is very, like, celebrity, very pink dress, very cute aesthetic. So this is the Mortimer Goth household. Next up, we have the Landgrabs. We have Jeffrey Landgrab, and in this particular save file, he is actually a very well-known director. And that is how him and Bella kind of came across each other, was through just work and knowing mutual people and being in mutual circles. His wife, Nancy, is actually a famous soap opera star or a famous telenova star. And so she is also very well known in the Sims world as well. And then we, of course, have their teenage son, Malcolm. He has not really been mentioned in the series too much yet. He does go to school with Cassandra, and they do know of each other, but he is not aware of his parents' affair. Nancy is not aware of the affair either. I haven't decided yet if Jeffrey is just having a midlife crisis and Bella Goth is just going to be a fling, or if him and Bella do end up pursuing a long-term relationship and if he ends up leaving Nancy. I don't think him and Nancy are necessarily in a loveless marriage or anything like that. Aside from being a telenova star, Nancy also has a fitness empire. Think along the lines of Brooke Taylor Wyndham from Legally Blonde. She does, like, the Taibou videos and healthy cookbooks and has, like, vlogs and an online Sims following. So because she's so busy and Jeffrey is so busy, I feel like they just maybe lost touch with each other, but we will see how all of their relationships progress in the series. Also, a surprise is that Nancy is currently pregnant, which I was not planning on having happen during this series. I was actually getting them together for a photo op, and I noticed a thought bubble above her head with the diaper, and I was like, there's no way. And I checked in MC Command Center, and she is in fact pregnant. So I did pause her pregnancy, and that will be introduced as a twist later on down the line. But she is currently pregnant, so we're going to decide how that's going to go later on. But that is the Landgrabs of the series. Next up, we have Luna, who is Cassandra's best friend in this Let's Play series. Luna is a default teenage townie in the town of Windenburg. She does have two brothers and also a father in this game. They are not relevant to the series at all. I'm not really going to be featuring them. Luna is the only one that's going to be in this Let's Play series from this particular family. Something that I think is really cute is in all of her outfits, I have tried to incorporate, like, moon and stars, which I just think is really super cute. So a lot of, like, her party outfits, there's kind of, like, nods to her name, which I just think is adorable. So this is Cassandra's best friend. Luna is actually one of my favorite townies aside from the Goths. I love playing her, and I will always give her green hair. I just really feel like it goes with her whole vibe. I usually will actually couple her and Cassandra together in my Let's Plays, but this is one of my first Let's Plays where Luna is single and Cassandra is dating a boy sim. So this is Luna. Next up, we have Zelmyra Gnomes. This is Cassandra's cousin in the Let's Play series. I am going to call Zelmyra Zell for short, and Zell does go by they, them pronouns, so throughout the series they will be referred to as them. It was discovered through the release and Life and Death that the Goths and the Gnomes are actually very long distant relatives that were connected through Lady Ravendancer Goth. For this Let's Play series, I did want to make them direct cousins. I just felt like that would play really good into like an extended family vibe. So in this particular Let's Play, Zell is Cassandra's immediate cousin. I don't know if I'm going to include Zell's parents in the Let's Play. I have not edited their outfits or give them CC, anything like that, but Zell is a very important part in the series. I did try and keep their style a little bit more androgynous, but also very much to the like tarot card reader kind of witchy goth vibes. So Zell is one of Cassandra's closest relationships in the series, aside from Cassandra's best friend, Luna. Zell and Luna are also friends as well, but again, their big connection stems through Cassandra. And then last but not least, we have Wolfgang Munch, who is Cassandra's current partner / love interest in this Let's Play series. We did give him a little bit of a makeover, but mostly wanted to stick to the bad boy vibes that he gives off. He does have a younger brother and an older brother, and he does live at home with his mother. Again, I don't think the rest of his family is really going to be part of the series. He is going to be the main character out of their family, but he is Cassandra's current love interest, and he definitely has angry at the world vibes. One of his traits is mean, so him and Cassandra do argue pretty frequently, but in this current series, they actually very much have feelings for each other. Their romance bar is almost completely full, and he offers to come over to her house almost all of the time, and they are very romantic with each other, aside from the fact when they are arguing. But this is the final key player in this Let's Play series, so thank you all for watching.